Hi Taurus, and welcome to your November 2019 reading, you guys. I am so excited to finally be sitting here with you to get you guys some guidance and see what's going on in the tarot. Lots to talk about this month, Taurus, but we're going to go ahead and just get started with an oracle card from the Wisdom of House of Night. Just a little something that will help us in November. So let's go ahead and start with this oracle. Give me a card of guidance, something Taurus needs to hear for the month of November. What is the message? Okay, that was weird. Interesting, Taurus. We have the card Forbidden coming out. Forbidden. We're going to read from this card. Bottom of the deck is Honesty. Honesty, the burning candle of honesty. We may look at the bottom of that deck. Forbidden. So intuitively, this is a big old closed door in the month of November for some of you. Now, this may be specifically important on November 18th because there's the card 18 up there. Lots coming up here, Taurus. I do know this card a little bit. Like I said, we're going to read from the book, but it was even weird. It was weird how that card came out. It kind of slipped. I'm not sure if that got caught on camera, but it kind of slipped from the back of my hand. So yeah, this is the answer no. And also like kind of a closed door. We'll read from the book from it. The book talks about it a lot better. But to me, when I see the Forbidden card, I mean, it's talking about, the answer no. Maybe not being able to go somewhere. This could be pertaining to a specific person, place, or thing. You may just feel forbidden. Now, it's very enticing, Taurus, but there's some honesty here as well coming in on the 26th of November for some of you. Or perhaps this has something to do with being honest about something with yourself. So what it says in the book here, it says, as your goddess, I am sending you this warning. Okay, so this is a warning. You are not, you are about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. Not all doorways are meant to be opened. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I am saying no to you. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of my ways of protecting you. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It is for the best. Even if you don't believe it right now, this is a symbol to move on and choose another path. Wow, so that's pretty fucking honest. If you ask me, behind the honesty card, we have self-worth. Wow, Taurus. So there is a message here to be very honest with yourself about your worth, Taurus. We've got a lot of spirit going on here as well. It's like spiritually you're coming in. It's knowing your worth physically, mentally, all of that, but also spiritually as well. Like you're coming into a very spiritual sense of self-worth, and that's where the honesty is burning from. You're getting very honest about your self-worth. You could be telling other people no. So it's going to really depend, but there's a couple things that stuck out to me. This is definitely a warning. There may be a situation in November that isn't easy. There might be pain involved when it comes to you or others. So when it talked about relationships, not all doorways are meant to be open. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed. Taurus, relationships are so important for you in November because it's Scorpio season for the most of the month. So if you're saying no to someone, or if someone's saying no to you, I think for most of you, this is you being told no about certain people, places, and things. If you heard or if you hear no in November, please know that it's that kind of rejection is protection. If you're getting rejected by anything, you are being protected, especially in November, Taurus, because you're such a critical zodiac sign, being the opposite of Scorpio. Okay, it's for the best. Even if you don't believe it right now, this is a symbol to move on and choose another path. So there may be some moving on. Very interesting. What I really liked, though, is how honest you're getting about your self-worth. So you could be closing doors and moving on with certain situations in your life. Now, Taurus, let's get into the tarot. So it took me quite a while to connect to your guys' energy. I connect to every zodiac sign energetically before doing a reading, and the way I do that is by waiting for I shuffle, no matter how long it takes, until the ruling tarot card of that zodiac sign shows up. So for you, it's the Hierophant. We finally got you here. You took about as long as Aquarius did. So I'm having a little trouble connecting with the fixed energies. But for you, Taurus, I feel like it's because there's a full moon in Taurus. That was on November 12th. So that probably explains why I kept seeing the moon card as I was shuffling. Now, that could be because of the moon. You guys are very intuitive this month. You're kind of in the shadows. There's a lot of illumination coming to you, a lot of subconscious awareness, secrets coming to light, things like that. But you could also be dealing with a Pisces, a Cancer, or maybe you're just being a little bit more secretive. But I feel like the Taurus full moon it's a vibe for you guys. You could be in your feelings a little bit, lots of relationship stuff going on. I also felt like, just to let you know, I have a Taurus moon. So as I was shuffling, I also felt a little bit of irritation, Taurus, a little bit of stubbornness, which I'm no stranger to as a Taurus moon. And I think that might be because of Mars. You guys could definitely be feeling a little bit more irritable from the November 19th. And that's when I'm recording this, is on the 19th. From November 19th onwards, you could be feeling some aggression because Mars is opposing you in Scorpio. And you could specifically be feeling this in relationships, or other people just may be irritating you because of Mars being opposite of you. But whatever. Let's just go ahead and get into the tarot. We have the Hierophant here. That's you, Taurus. So before we shuffle the cards for November, I just want to check on your underlying energy. So as you watch this video, whenever it is, this energy that I'm about to talk about, it could be pertaining to the last couple of days before you watch this video. During the video, what you're feeling, this may be this, and what you feel the next couple of days. Okay, so it's just your immediate energy, Taurus. The card right behind you for November is the King of Wands. The King of Wands, huh? Okay, so we have a Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. This is Leo to me immediately, but it could definitely be a Sagittarius. It could definitely be an Aries. This is a very attractive man. Now, it's very masculine energy, but don't get caught up on the gender, right? It could be anyone who is very attractive, very confident. The King of Fire, an ego. This person has an ego, so they have a lot of fiery self-worth, meaning that they're very confident. This is about taking action. Now, there could definitely be a fire sign present who is looking at you, Taurus. If this isn't a fire sign, make sure you know the sun, the moon, and the rising of who you're dealing with. You may be married to this person. This person may be thinking about committing to you, Taurus. But this is the King of Wands. So if you're not dealing with a fire sign, if you don't have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy in your chart, then this is about taking action. This is about getting very passionate about the vision that you see for yourself. That's what the King of Wands is all about. Leading. He's a very good leader. So, Taurus, you may find yourself in a leadership position this month, or this fire sign may have something to do with forbidden doorways this month. And this is just for November. Some of these doorways may open up, but there's a closed door specifically on the 18th. I don't know if this is closure. I kind of get the sense that this is closure. You're getting honest with yourself about deserving, basically about what I was going to say, deserving more, but basically you're getting honest about what you deserve, Taurus. Okay, next card is the Three of Wands. Yeah, we do have a Leo showing up here for some of you. This is more fire energy. We got the King of Wands and the Three of Wands. So, excuse me, Taurus. I was very sick in November. I'm finally getting a little better. So the Three of Wands is the energy of waiting for your ships to come in. This is the energy of your horizon, looking out to the future, the next 3 months, the next 3 years, the next 3 weeks, whatever, 3 days even. But this is something that has yet to come, even though you can feel it passionately. You might be wanting to take action. Some of you guys are thinking about really traveling or going the distance, okay? You guys are really thinking about taking action, but you guys might be waiting for a certain ship to come in before you take action. This might be you turning your back on a fire sign as well, or vice versa. There is definitely the energy of a fire sign here. All right. The King of Wands, I don't really know if this how true this is, but I just want to put it out there. The Queen of Wands is sometimes shows up in a tarot reading for the other woman, like a woman that's involved, whether it's romantic or sexual or not. It's a woman that's involved. It could be someone's fucking mom sometimes. So I just want to say the King of Wands, for some of you, it could be the side dude, you know what I mean, a guy in your life or a masculine figure in your life that, and it's weird because it's right by the Hierophant, which is you, which is commitment and tradition and stuff like that. So yeah, there could be a slight scenario where someone's in a commitment, but there's this other person you're attracted to and you're waiting on them, but you might have slightly turned your back. You know what I'm saying, Taurus? Yeah, if it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. But we have the Sun coming up next. So some of you guys, there may be children involved. Some of you guys see happiness like elsewhere. You know, to me, this looks like a person who's like looking out at their future. They're waiting for something to come in that's going to give them clarity. It's going to give them light. There may be travel here with a child. Some of you guys are waiting on some kind of clarity in order to move on. Yeah, definitely clarity, because the next card is the Seven of Cups. So this is like confusion, illusion, deception, confusion, that Piscean energy. This is emotional, a lot of cups here, a lot of water. So you guys could have a lot of options as well when it comes to where you're going. You're going somewhere, Taurus, or you're thinking about going somewhere. You're going after your happiness. You guys could even be trying to go somewhere that's warmer. You guys could be trying to visit places that are warmer in climate. This is like a very warm climate. And if you're from Michigan like me, or if you're from like places where it's getting winter outside, you know, you guys could definitely be trying to, and you know, that could be metaphorical, a metaphorical warmth, you know, go somewhere that's just warmer around the time of the holidays and stuff like that, you know, family wise. It might not be warm in temperature, but it's warm in energy, you know. But Seven of Cups, like, this is options. You want to pick your poison wisely, Taurus, because not all of the options in November are going to be good for you emotionally. They're not all going to feel good. Some of them are illusions. Yeah, a lot of options here, one of which may be a Leo. This is about the options you have in the future, but what would make you happiest? You know, that's what you're becoming enlightened about. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. This is Neptune retrograde energy. There is going to be a point in November where you just do nothing, Taurus, where you just kind of, you know, you're just comfortable. There may be some kind of a sacrifice. You may have to sacrifice some of your options, but just be careful not to sacrifice your own happiness, Taurus. Don't confuse yourself about what would truly make you happy, because if anyone knows that, Taurus, you know that in November. You know, the sun is an important planet for you because it is in your 7th house. So there's a lot of relationship awareness. And then after, around the 22nd of November, which is days away from when I'm recording this, the sun's going to move into Sagittarius. And that's going to be your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, sex, and rebirth. So you're becoming enlightened specifically about the options you have and what it is that you need to kind of, like, some of these options you're not going to have to do anything for, Taurus. There's just going to be light offered there. There's just going to be awareness, clarity, joy, happiness. Again, subtle sacrifice here, sacrificing baggage and things that you don't need, but becoming enlightened. Moving a bit slower. Yeah, this is you, Taurus, moving very, very slow. Like, some of you guys are very slow to move in November. Yet there's the 6 of Swords here. Yeah, it's because you're waiting on something that you need, the Ace of Pentacles. You're waiting on some kind of money, some kind of vehicle, an opportunity to be offered to you. So you're doing nothing. It's like there's going to be a point in November where you do nothing. Like, maybe there's like 2 weeks or something. Maybe for some of you 4 days. There's just whatever. There's going to be this time period where you do nothing. You're very slow. You're comfortable. You're not really doing anything. Don't be afraid to be lazy during this Scorpio energy, the first half of November. But then I'm telling you, the Six of Swords comes in. So I don't know if someone comes to get you or if you eventually do move on. I mean, you know, especially when you figure out what these Taurus, there, for all of you, there are these metaphorical doors in November that are going to slam in your face. You may, it depends. It's different for everyone, but you may slam a few doors in people's face too, but you're going to have closure. And I feel like it's when Mercury goes direct. So basically from the 20th on, so from November 20th for the rest of November, for the rest of fucking 2019, there's going to be these doors that you just close because you're getting honest with yourself. Something may happen on the 18th that helps closure, and then there's honesty that comes in on the 26th, but you've got options, so you're moving a bit slower. There is this practical message that's coming in. You might be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but for me, this is about your future happiness. You know, the light that is coming in your future, you can see it. I love this message here because you're getting a lot of clarity with the moon. This is literally the full moon in Taurus energy. The sun is shining so much light on confusion, emotional, feeling overwhelmed emotionally about all these different people, places, and things and options. I definitely get this vibe that you're waiting to take action. You're moving a bit slower, but slow and steady wins the race, Taurus. Just small steps are still steps, okay? So the card right behind you that seems to be the most important this month is the King of Wands. So pay attention to fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically men. Again, this does mean action. You're gonna need confidence. You're gonna need almost arrogance, Taurus. And then we're back at the Hierophant, which is you. Okay, so very, very interesting. Some of you guys are fired up, specifically those of you who feel lied to in November, because honesty seems to be a very important thing. If it isn't true, if it's not honesty, if there's any deception, that's going to be very linked to this door kind of closing. So for this month, Taurus, I'm going to look into each week. I'm going to grab a tarot card for each week. As I said, it is already the 19th, so we're in the third week of November, so we're going to have to look into the past, talk a little bit about how you entered November the first week. Okay, so let's do that. Spirit, please give me a card for the first week of November 2019 for the zodiac sign Taurus. How did Taurus enter the month of November? Take me back to the first week of November 2019. How did Taurus enter? Now, we almost had the Tower come out. I actually want to show you that the Tower is here with the Six of Swords. So, there might have been some kind of shakeup or some kind of change happened at the end of October, moving into November. Maybe it was something unexpected, but there's that Six of Swords again that I already saw for you. You're trying to move on to calmer waters. Like, there was too much going on at the end of October, beginning of November, that you might have kind of just escaped somewhere. You're moving on. There might have been some travel, but let's see what comes all the way out, because the Tower didn't come out, but it definitely showed itself to me. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. Earth energy. That's you, Taurus, and Virgo, and Capricorn. But this is the energy of waiting. This is the energy of an investment. There's that do nothing energy again. It's because Taurus, you guys know what you've done and what you haven't done. This is what you've done. This is what you've invested in coming into the beginning of November. You guys, there was a huge metaphor here of, a payout. It was very important the first week of November for you to evaluate your time, energy, and effort that you've put into a situation. Has it grown, Taurus? This is especially important to you as an earth sign. Has this grown, this relationship, this living situation, whatever it might be? Whatever, this is going to be important to you because there was a full moon in Taurus the second week of November. And so I know Taurus is very particular about their worth, their value, their time, their energy, their effort, their money. You know what I mean? So it was very important for you to kind of harvest your energy. So by the second week of November, I know most of you are going to really know whether you've wasted your time or whether this is time well paid off, whether you're in debt or whether you made profit metaphorically from a situation. And that may have something to do with which doors are closing as well. Now, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. So we have an underlying energy here of a new passionate spark. maybe a new idea. This combination here reminds me of a new idea, something that you're passionate about, a hobby, and it may be new. There may be a new endeavor. You may find yourself newly passionate about something, Taurus, and you are just kind of waiting to see if you have the money for it. You're kind of waiting to see if this is going to pay off, or if it's, something that's putting you more in the hole. You know what I mean? So some of you quite simply are just waiting for passion. Behind the Ace of Wands, wow, I'm so happy I looked behind that. We have the Knight of Cups. So what I'm actually seeing for most of you is that this could have been a sexual encounter the first week. So Taurus, any sexual encounter that you had the first week of November, very important, okay? Specifically with water signs, or it doesn't have to be, fire signs as well, earth signs too. I see water, fire, and earth here. It could definitely be air signs as well. But this is a love offer and some passion. Okay, yeah, it could definitely be. This was something that was offered to you. Someone's offering you some very real emotion. And that might have resulted in some passion for a night or two. So that's what you were waiting on. Maybe because of this sexual encounter the first week of November, or whatever it was, you guys are waiting to see if this is going to grow into anything. But when the Seven of Pentacles shows up, I know the cards afterwards, like, this is a card where you have no choice but to look at things factually. Like, are you standing in front of a vibrant bush that is growing? Or are you standing in front of a twig that is dying as we speak? That's going to be up to you guys, and it's going to be passion-based. It's going to have something to do with something that fired you up, a person, place, or thing, a project, an idea, but you're waiting to see about, this is a creative investment. All right. So let's look into the second week. Definitely some emotion that came in there for some of you guys. Water sign energy, specifically a Pisces. Show me the second week of November for Taurus, 2019. Give me the energy of the second week. It's one card to represent the second week. Now, we almost had the Eight of Wands come out, but the Strength card came out instead. Now, I want you guys to see how this deck just did this, okay? Do you see how the Eight of Cups is just kind of, oh, wow. So we have the Temperance card as well. So there may be, someone here may have a Sagittarius moon, or this could even be talking about waiting to walk away from a situation on the Sagittarius new moon, which is going to be at the end of this month, friends, on November 28th. There is definitely, for some of you, a message here about walking away on the Sagittarius new moon. And I'm only saying that because we have the moon, we have the Eight of Cups here, which is another one of those moon energies. I mean, there's a lot of darkness. The new moon in Sagittarius is going to be dark. There's not going to be a moon in the sky. This could be involving a Leo. We have the Strength card here. Well, I'll talk about that pretty soon here. But first, the cards here, we have Pisces again. Now, if this is not talking about the Sagittarius new moon, although I guarantee some of you guys are going to be closing these doors on the end of November, on the 28th, when the new moon is in Sagittarius. Others of you guys, there's Sag and Pisces here for some reason. What I was going to say is somebody may have a moon in Sagittarius, and they may be linked to this walking away. The Eight of Cups, this could have been a Sagittarius that walked away, or the Temperance card is not only, now this may be Sagittarius season as well, which comes in on the 22nd. But anyway, and Scorpio is also present here with the Eight of Cups. You could be just trying to stay patient. You're trying to heal yourself from a time that you walked away, a situation. A lot of darkness here that you're trying to balance out, okay? I just wanted to show that to you guys. Someone also may have a Leo moon here, because the bottom of the deck for the second week, which does not surprise me at all, Taurus, is the moon. So the second week of November, there was an underlying energy of darkness, fear even. This is the energy of conquering a fear, taming the darkness within you. Because the moon, although it illuminates things, Taurus, it is a very emotional. And this is the week where that full moon in Taurus happens. So there's definitely underlying vibes of secrets. Maybe Pisces important here. Again, taming your fears, taming your emotions, having the courage and confidence and being brave to kind of charge through this darkness the second week, you needed a lot of strength. All right, for sure. When it came to this darkness, behind the moon is the King of Swords. Now we have some air signs showing up for those of you who resonate with that: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now there could be secret communication here behind the scenes, but this to me, for all of you, is talking about clarity in the darkness. You know, accessing that King of Swords. You guys could be on kind of a masculine vibration, specifically after Mars starts opposing you on the 19th. That's going to bring up a lot of masculine relationships for you, whether they're female or not. We all have masculine energy. This is divine feminine, taming that masculine energy. So yeah, you needed a lot of strength. Leo could have been important energy for you guys the second week of November, but to me this is about having the strength to follow your intuition. Very intuitive. You could have had a certain dream under the full moon in Taurus. Okay, so interesting. Let's check out the third week of November for Taurus 2019. Show me the third week. Now this is where we are now, guys, headed into the last week of November soon. Show me the third week of November 2019 for the zodiac sign Taurus, please. Third week of November 2019. Okay, we got a couple cards. I'll take them both. Wow, we have 2 wands. We have the two of wands and the 4 of wands. So to me, that's kind of like the 6 of wands, if you ask me. 4 plus 2, 6. So there's a slight indication here of the 4 of wands. I'm sorry, and this is a card I saw a lot for you guys. There's a slight indication here of an admirer that you might have from a distance. I mean, and this may be a distance because there's the 2 of wands holding the world here. And yeah, as far as the admirer goes, as far as attention, you could be getting this attention online from like someone who's kind of far away. That's just for some of you, but we've got Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. 2 of Wands speaks to a crossroads. After this full moon, as Scorpio season comes to a close this third week of November, as Mercury comes back direct, you're going to find yourself at a very passionate crossroads between 2 things that have 2 different ways of expression. Basically, the 2 of Wands to me is basically the 2 of fire. So you're in between 2 fiery things, 2 different people you're passionate about, 2 different jobs, 2 different ways of living, 2 different homes, whatever it might be, Taurus. It's going to be time for you to choose a direction in life the third week of November, meaning you can expand your horizons outward further, kind of like that 3 of Wands back in the beginning of your reading, or you can go backwards. This is like between the past and the future. But the ultimate thing here to say is, do you want to grow or do you want to be comfortable? Because you can't have both. If you're going to grow, you're probably not going to be comfortable, Taurus. And if you're going to be comfortable, you're probably not going to grow as much as you would if you were to step outside of a comfort zone. So crossroad, the third week of November, specifically about some kind of excuse me, Jesus. Specifically about some kind of commitment, some kind of marriage, home environment, celebration. This might be Thanksgiving for some of you guys. There might be a decision between 2 home environments for some of you guys. There might be a decision between someone who you live with, someone you're committed to, a marriage, and something new. Some of you guys might want to move far away. Okay, that's what this looks like to me, the 4 of Wands. This is a commitment that is going to go the distance. This is a commitment that is at a distance for some of you guys. It's definitely a choice. Now, the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So this is Gemini, Libra. What is this card? Oh, the Magician. Cool. So Taurus, some of you need to know that you have everything you need to do this. Don't allow the lack of money or resources to scare you into not doing something the third week of November. The Magician is telling you that you can manifest anything that you need. You have everything you need to do this. So choose growth for some of you. But some of you need more information. Maybe you guys are doing some spying. Maybe somebody's watching you spying on you, seeing what it is that you're going to do with your world, because this is a worldly celebration, whatever that might mean. Like the whole world is celebrating something. Maybe it's Thanksgiving, maybe there's like some football going on that day. So there is going to be like some kind of celebration, some kind of get together, some kind of gathering. And most likely you're going to be at a crossroads when you're at that celebration, Taurus. You're going to be really feeling tugged in two different directions, your heart, your mind. For some of you, this has everything to do with celebrating. I do feel marriage for some of you, commitment, a home environment, whatever. Twin flame energy for sure. But again, you need more information. It may have to do with a younger air sign, a child maybe. A child may tell you something the third week of November, or you may need more information. You need to do some investigating to see if somebody is actually getting married. Is someone at a distance from you in a commitment? That may also be. But I feel like for most of you, this is like a home environment situation. Someone may be spying on you. Yeah, Taurus, you've got an admirer, whether they're married or not, whether they live somewhere with someone or not. I don't know their situation, but they're watching you and they are admiring you. And it's during a celebration again. So on Thanksgiving, I feel like there may be certain messages and you're just chilling. Like this is someone who you really have no idea. Yeah, someone you may have missed an opportunity with because you were asleep, or maybe they try to reach out to you at nighttime or during the time when you're healing. But they're admiring you. You're being acknowledged, and like they may be spying on you and admiring you. Let's check out the last week of November, Taurus. Give me the fourth and final week of November for Taurus 2019. Give me one card for the fourth and final week. How do they end November going into December? This is for Taurus. So that's a lot of cards, but I'm telling you what, some of you guys, yeah, wow. Some of you guys are really deciding to move to calmer waters at the end. I'm telling you, someone leaves at the end of the month. You may be leaving a marriage. There's a Libra here. Yeah, I'm telling you what, this is a long-term something. But it looks like there's new emotion that you feel at the end of the month, and it makes you're headed towards new love. So those of you who've been experiencing rocky relationships and marriages, like, because this could be a proposal. Some of you guys could just be getting married or proposed to this month, which makes sense. And I'm telling you what, it's a long-term commitment, though. It might be a new job. The law may be involved in this. Someone may be getting divorced, but there's new love. Wow. So, yeah, oh my God. This is so shocking to you guys. Okay, we have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming in, but to me, this is unexpected love offer. It could definitely be a Cancer for some of you guys. Or maybe you guys decide to move on because there was some kind of argument or conflict. But let's see if we can just get one card. Okay, there it is. I think it's the Three of Cups. No, it's the Eight of Swords. Okay, so some of you are definitely dealing with Pisces because Pisces also receive, or maybe you have Pisces energy. The Pisces reading also receive the Eight of Swords right here. So Taurus and Pisces, I still have about 5 more videos to do. So who knows who else will get this, but so far what I can tell you, some of you need to hear that Pisces is also really in their head at the end of November. Like, it's really interesting. I think you guys are trying to free yourself from this is what's forbidden, where you've already been, somewhere that you've already been for a while, Taurus. The doors are closing and you don't want to be on the wrong side of that door. You know, when that door shuts and locks, you definitely want to be on the right side. You don't want to get trapped inside a place, right? So yeah, someone may be in prison. Maybe that's why this is forbidden. Someone may be in prison. Someone may be in jail at the end of November. But this is a metaphorical prison for most of you. This is like the thoughts in your mind that are surrounding you. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Taurus, the way forward at the end of November is out the front door. You know, I think you guys are trying to avoid your emotion, which is making you feel more stuck, more trapped, like you're trying to release yourself from some of you are stuck in a home environment, you're stuck in a marriage, you're stuck in a commitment. Bottom of the deck for your whole reading for the whole month is Knight of Wands. And we have an indication of the Nine of Wands. So there's a battle here happening. Okay, some of you guys are really defensive. It might be involving a fire sign. We have Sagittarius here. Maybe this is just Sagittarius season. But this is a person, or you, Taurus, someone who's been in and out of your life. Kind of a player, you know what I mean? So be careful this month of people who are already in commitments and stuff like that. Or, you know, if it's you, it's you. But yeah, we have, you're changing your perspective. Someone here is juggling, and the truth is going to come out about that. It could have to do with a water sign who is heartbroken, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio woman. Or this is just you, Taurus, trying to balance your emotion. But yeah, we do have separation from a water sign or something like that. Wow, we do have Sagittarius here. Want to charge in. Gemini and Sag here. So that's going to be Sag, new moon, Gemini, full moon. But wow, I don't know if someone charges in here after being patient, or if a Sagittarius has something to say. Specifically if there's been a breakup, okay? Because there's still someone here still loves somebody after a breakup. Someone here is balancing their emotion. They're getting clarity. They're getting the truth. There's a new beginning. There's new communication with a water sign, or for a water sign. But there's some stress. There's some juggling. You definitely have a lot to balance out emotionally this month. And I feel like it's just about stopping and pausing towards giving yourself some time to feel. But there's definitely a passionate messenger that is lurking all month long. All month long. Definitely an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius for some of you as well. Or this is just about you expressing yourself at a rapid pace. A lot of honesty coming in here, because when Taurus knows their self-worth, when they get that self-worth upgrade, you guys can be very fiery. You could, you know, I'm hearing you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Some of you guys are cutting people out. But you definitely want to release yourself. You don't want to go into December feeling this stuck in your head, Taurus. Okay? So, thanks, guys. This is your reading. Hopefully there was something here that helped somebody out there. If you have any questions, please don't be hesitant to comment below. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find my email in the description, and we can talk more about how to set that up. But other than that, have a great November. Happy holidays, you guys. Hopefully I'll be back in December to talk to you guys about what's going on then. So I guess I will talk to you later. Bye.